We're going live. We're back. Hey, everybody. We're here for about the last hour of the day here for Friday, January the 21st. Welcome to the channel with your buddy, Uncle Bruce. I'm trying to be your buddy. Wow. Welcome to what a run here. The Dow is really taking it down 339 now. Almost a full percentage point. This will be the low of the day for the Dow. We're off 66 on S&P, down 1.5%, and we're down on Nasdaq 2% at 293 points right now. So the Nasdaq is leading this market lower. We're, folks who want to reposition their accounts and raise cash are selling their winners, and the FANG stocks were the big winners last year and the year before, and will likely be the winners again later this year. But they're dumping, and for whatever reason, just don't know. I think it's ridiculous that anyone who's offloading anything right now, but hey, markets are markets, and they're psychological. Welcome to the psychological warfare games called the stock market. Look at your GameStop. 107.08 got as high as 110? Yeah, 110.21 was the high of the day today. We hit 110 twice today, just about 20 minutes ago, and about maybe 45, 50 minutes ago. Got there, came back, got there. 106.95 right now, giving up some ground here. Stock is up 428 on the day. It's the only green I see on my screen of note. The only other green I see is Costco up $1.90 on stocks that I follow. Intel up 24 cents. That's it. I have 40 stocks that I've got on my screen here. 2 are green. 1 is SoFi, but SoFi is giving up a little bit of ground. Volume on SoFi today, 4.6 million. Not SoFi, GameStop. GameStop is green on 4.6 million. Up 433. Speaking of SoFi, it is 1385. This is the company that announced that they got their bank charter. This is the company we've been waiting for to get their bank charter for 8 months, 9 months. This is the company that has traded 118 million shares today. This is the company that traded 260 million yesterday or something like that, 230 million, like just a ton yesterday, and 180 million the day before. In other words, this company has traded 500 million shares in the last 3 days because they got their bank charter, and they were sitting around, about a week ago, they were sitting around 1301. And they were at 1220 on the during the 18th. They hit a low of 1215 on the 18th of January. That was 3 days ago. They got up to 1640 yesterday, and we're back to 1378. These guys got their bank charter and have traded 500 million shares. Now, in this man's humble opinion, we're talking over $6 billion of trading here. Easily well over $6 billion in trading, maybe even over $7 billion in trading dollars of trading. And this stock is down. So what does that mean to me? I talked about this morning about, there are sellers of stocks out there who are selling their winners, whether they want to or not, for problems somewhere else in something else. And it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with the fact that there's that you folks are working from home. It has nothing to do with SPACs per se. I think what we have here is an underlying investor problem out there that we're not aware of in our little world that we're in, because most of you are cash buyers. Very few of you buy stocks on margin. Some of you are writing call options, which is a conservative strategy to bring capital in against stock. We're not doing anything wrong. We're doing everything right. Congress has nothing to inspect here to worry about. But why would a stock trade 500 plus million shares in 3 days and still be trading like crazy and be down as much as it is from a high of 1641 yesterday? and that means that it's telling me there is something else that's being dealt with right now, that hedge funds with $4 trillion are into something scary. There is scary debt out there, all kinds of scary positions out there in the derivatives market that we can't see and is not regulated by any regulator, because the investment bankers of the world made sure that no politicians are going to investigate derivatives trading. There's stuff going on off market that is creating a scenario where stocks that are, companies doing great things are being slammed like crazy, and nightmare debts are being settled uh, because of it. Could half of that $7 billion of trading on SoFi, 3.5 billion, could $3.5 billion have been, brought in cash, turned into cash by sellers of stock, and they're running to their bankers to deliver the money to not be sold out of other positions? Are there side bets being paid off all over the place on anything but SoFi? I'm not talking. I don't think there's a problem with SoFi in any way, shape, or form, on the market, off the market, overexposed, derivative stuff. SoFi is not the problem, and SoFi shares aren't the problem. There's other activities going on elsewhere that need cash to cover up debts, and SoFi is one of the victims of stock being sold off. So would be stocks like, let's take a look here. How about Microsoft at $2.98 a share after hitting a high of $3.49? We're down $52 a share in a month. There's a lot of selling going on there. Apple at $162.50 right now, down $2 today. High of the year, $182.94. A $20 drop in less than 2-3 weeks. You think there's some money being raised by selling that one off? How about Goldman Sachs? $241 today, down $6. Well, it was $400. Cisco got the 64. It's now 56. Facebook hit a high this year, 384. It's 306. It's down $78. That's 20% on Facebook. They're making a pile of money. They are making huge profits. That stock's getting whacked. Amazon off $160 today. What are they doing wrong? Delivering packages all over the world on time, around. I mean, they're doing nothing wrong. Corporately, they're doing just fine. Shares reached $3,700 not too long ago. They're $2,800. Talking a $900 haircut on Amazon, guys. This isn't a SoFi issue. This isn't a Matterport issue. This isn't anything to do with Spire. This has nothing to do with ATIP. These guys aren't doing anything wrong, period. It is elsewhere, and we're looking at serious sell-offs. $941 on Tesla right now. That was $1,200 not too long ago. Was it 10 days ago we were trading at $1,200? Google is at $26.27 off $43. The high, $3,000. This has given up $370, over 12% on Google in not too long a time frame. The Dow's down 435 right now. This is not a SoFi issue. This is not a SPAC issue that we're involved with. Nothing like that. We are not the culprits of this move on these markets. No, something else is going on. NASDAQ down 347, down 2.5%. S&P down 1.7, and the Dow down 1.2 right now on a Friday afternoon, with low interest rates, moderate inflation counts that we think are temporary, low unemployment, unbelievable demand for goods, cash sitting in people's bank accounts all over the Western world. You tell me what the hell's going on. This is nothing wrong with SoFi here. Stocks, there's something wrong with the stock on SoFi. Maybe it's the shareholders who own the stock, or who used to own the stock of SoFi, who are now gone. They've sold their stock, and there's still a few still selling here. How much longer will it last? I don't know. GameStop right now, 105.65, backing off from the double print of $110. Have any of you sold GameStop contracts today? Did any of you sell into the strength of this market, this little dead cat bounce on GameStop? I am praying, hoping and praying that a bunch of you were able to sell contracts today, because I think the stock is going down. Now, if you've written contracts that expire today, you are the ultimate gamblers, I admit, but you can always do rollovers into next week before the close of this market, not to worry. If you've written contracts for next week, Friday, you have nothing to worry about, in my humble opinion. 105.55 right now, 105.39 on GameStop shares, 105.28 up only 261 as it's coming off as well. This Dow Jones is heading south in a hurry, and GameStop will not be able to stop this movement if there's more selling coming in. Now, why is the market off like it is? We are aware of all kinds of major economic type stories, but could it be that those in the know, those who think they're in the know, perhaps very large institutional players out there are taking a preemptive move to liquidate some stock positions, build cash reserves in anticipation of nonsense in the Ukraine with the Russians? Could that be really what the worry is, that the Russians are going to move? They say they're not, but all of a sudden they start moving 20 miles into Ukraine and start the assault on Kiev. I don't know. That could be it. I'm asking you. I'm throwing it out there. That's a possibility. Yeah, sure, it's a possibility. I don't see the Americans throwing troops into Ukraine to defend it. I don't see European countries sending in troops to defend Ukraine. I see European countries and other countries around the world pretty pissed off at Russia, but I don't see anyone throwing any bullets at these guys. And the Russians are flexing their muscles, perhaps, or you got a dictator in Russia that wants to have us have a win, and he wants to show his Russian followers that don't mess with me. I'm a tough guy. I don't know. The market doesn't like uncertainty, and the market doesn't like this kind of environment. And so we're down 424 on the Dow, 81 on the S&P, and 355 on NASDAQ. That is what is going on right here, right now on this market. And I don't like it. I'm sure you don't like it. Unless you've written calls. There you go. James Grealish. Thank you, James, for a very generous PayPal donation today. That is very good. Thank you for that. They sure are few and far between on down days. But thanks. Thank you very much. I hope you're making some money, and I hope I've been directly as a result of it. Thank you. James from Belmont, North Carolina. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Very, very nice. Anyway, guys, here we are watching these crazy markets doing crazy things on a Friday afternoon with options expiring all over the place, of course. And, here we are trying to make heads or tails of what the heck is going on. 113 of you have been able to find a way to give me a thumbs up as well already on this broadcast. I thank you for that, too. Appreciate it. Again, there are a number of you out there who are really upset at Spire right now, and you're making your voices known here on the comments. It's okay. Vent all you want. It's $2.17 a share. You have three choices. You either hold what you got and bear with it. You buy more and steal this stuff at super cheap prices, or you dump it. And if you dump it, you will never recover your money. You will lock in your losses, and you will forever be pissed off about it. If you hold and it goes lower, you'll be more upset. If it stays where it is, you'll stay as upset as you are. And if it recovers a little bit, you'll still be upset because it hasn't recovered all the way. And if you do scoop it and it pops up a little bit, you'll go, well, I'm a little better off, and I'm not so far down as I was, and maybe there's some hope here. But you've got to have an iron stomach to buy these shares and keep them, because that's how Mr. Buffett does what he does. He holds on and doesn't flinch. But look, I get it. When a stock is at $220 and we were at $16, 5 months ago, Hey, you think I'm happy? You don't see me jumping up and down and doing the dance of happiness, but it is 220, and there is no denying it. Spire volume today is 988,000 shares at the moment. ATIP 335 down 32 cents. It's also off substantially today. Smart Rent off 43 cents. Sixtera down 22. Over on ME, we're down just a dime. On Matterport, we're at 1043 down 79 cents. GameStop right now 106.72, I think, is what we're looking at right now. 106.15. SoFi 13.92 down $1.08, and Rocket Lab 9.04. AMC off 4 cents. Robinhood down 64. Vanity Vector's down 225. Home Depot down up 82 cents, but it was as high as 360. It's now 350, down $10 from the high today on Home Depot. So it has given up ground as well as the Dow has given up ground. IBM down 81 cents to 130.01. Microsoft down 256. Apple down 113. Goldman down 533. Cisco down 124. Facebook down 10, Amazon $167 lower, Tesla down $46, Google down 34, Bed Bath Beyond down 32 cents to 13.11, BlackBerry down 27 to 8.62, Royal Caribbean dropping again, down 160 to 79.58, Norwegian down 89 cents, and Carnival down 75. Target down 351. JP Morgan down 261. Costco up $1.20. Walmart up down 83 cents. Nvidia down $5. Disney down 10. eBay down $1. Twitter down $2. American Airlines down 43 cents to 16.32. Netflix down 115 to 3.93. The low today 3.80. There is no recovery happening on Netflix. I think they're going to go lower. I don't think they can even hold these prices today. It'll hold for a while, but it'll give up more ground next week. That's my opinion. Snowflake down 8.88. DraftKings 19.66 down $1. Moderna down 8.22 at 159. Workday down $6. DoorDash down 9. Airbnb down 36 cents. Micron down 260. Intel up 33. Coinbase down $30 down to 190, 191. A Boeing down $8 at 206. AT&T down 52 cents, and Electronic Arts down 8 cents. Not giving up much ground there. Wow, what a day. The Dow has been the culprit along with NASDAQ. NASDAQ has been the leader on the down dip all day long. And there is the scenario. GameStop 107.83, one of the very few shares that are actually up a little bit. It was oversold, way oversold. Did touch $92 today. I believe that it will revisit that price. I hate to tell you that, but I really do believe GameStop may well revisit $92 again. Today, probably not. But again, yeah, I do. Unless there is something coming up. There is an announcement being made, something being said by GameStop management that will give people something to chew on. But unless that happens, I do not see that much upside. I think we're in a dead cat bounce scenario, being up $5. This is not a lot of a recovery. However, it is what it is. We've got a 107.15 market, down up 448 on about 4.6 million shares or something like that, 4.8 million shares. There you go. That's what we've got on GameStop. SoFi 1382 on a volume of 122 million. And I think we're approaching 600 million shares of volume if you take all the pre-market, post-market, and market action since Wednesday. I think we're approaching 600 million shares of trading at maybe a $14 average. So that's got to be maybe $8.5 billion worth of paper changing hands on SoFi after the bank charter. And I am surprised and I am befuddled as to why the stock cannot do better, but it is doing what it is doing, and there you have it. Okay. Here we go. I Smell Money says, I rolled 13 $10 SoFi Aprils into 10 $8 Januaries 2023. Nice going. Nice move. And let's see. There you go. VIX hit 29.38 and it's approaching a new 11-month high. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What else is going on here? A lot of debate going on some of the stocks and what they should do, and some folks are buying more, selling more, whatever. It's okay. It is the market. This is the psychological warfare that the markets can bring out. This is why the markets are what they are, and you have to you gotta stick around to enjoy the end of the show. But hey, it's easier said than done. I get it. I completely get it. The Dow down 393 with now 37 minutes left in the day. We're down 76 on S&P, and we're down 332 on NASDAQ. Oil down 242 to 84.48 is where we're at right now, 84.48. GameStop 106.70 at the moment with a $4.03 gain or so is where we seem to be at this moment in time. Okay. There you go. AMC at 1797, down a dime. Volume today on AMC 56 million. That's first day in a while that we've seen some volume on AMC. Let's see. Let's see what else we got. Here we are. Catherine is saying, "Hi, Bruce. Microsoft came out with their ATVI deal, and the stock has only dropped. The only thing to turn the markets will be tech earnings, starting with Microsoft Tuesday, and they're going to blow the street away." I agree, Catherine. I believe that the earnings were going to be very good on a number of the FANG stocks and the tech stocks. I agree. They are doing just fine and have been all this last 2 years through this entire ordeal. They are on a roll. They know what they're doing. Their workforce is perfectly suited to work from home. Corporate America has really figured this thing out quickly. Kudos to corporate America for being able to find a way to keep making money in the middle of a pandemic. Absolutely phenomenal. Unfortunately, as we are sitting here talking to each other, almost 9 million U.S. households right at this moment have someone in the house with COVID. 9 million homes in America. Now, in Canada, I'm sure it's almost 1 million because we're 1/10 the population. So I'm sure Canada's in that neighborhood as well. It's just having just as many cases. And this, of course, is keeping people away from physical jobs that they need to do in person. So we are experiencing here and there, depending on where you are in North America, pockets of disruptions of certain types of businesses. One little puny example is right here, a mile away, Sherman's Deli. 7-day-a-week operation is what they usually are. A successful restaurant. Only 2 locations in this valley owned by the same family. This particular location has lineups all the time for tables. They are now closed on Tuesdays. They are literally shut down on Tuesdays. They cannot hang on. They don't have enough staff to do the rotations to open 7 days a week. They're only able to rotate staff for 6 days a week. And so they have to shut down Tuesdays. That means they're giving up 15% of their gross revenues and net profits, because these guys make money every minute they're open. They are doing really well. Takeout and eat in, they are rocking and rolling. They've had to shut down everything on Tuesdays. No takeout, no nothing. Shut down completely. Staff problems. They've got to give their staff a day off. And the rest of the 6 days, they've got to schedule people in and then get them time off so that they don't overwork them. It's incredible. They got help wanted signs up everywhere. Cannot get people. And the thing too is, if you work there, you make really good money. The tip money is fantastic. They pool it. Everyone does really nicely. They pay a good buck. Cannot attract enough staff to run the restaurant here in Palm Desert, California. And this is winter here. Of course, you've heard it's winter, right? It's January, okay? The Canadians are down here. All the snowbirds from Minnesota are here. All the kids from Washington State and Oregon and Idaho, they're all here. The license plates are everywhere. And they love to go out and eat because they're on holidays right now down here. They're on holidays. They want to go out and eat. They want their favorite restaurant. One of them is Sherman's Deli, and it's closed on Tuesdays. Unthinkable. Unthinkable. That's just a micro story of a macro issue that we're dealing with this virus. What can I say? The earnings will be interesting next week. Absolutely. We're going to see, very interesting. Alrighty, what else is happening? Bruce, I wrote a cash secured put on GameStop at 115 that expires February 18th. Should I now roll that over into April for the same price, or is that too much time? Well, a 115. Carol, Coral, Peter, look, I would be encouraging you to do a rollover if you can get a premium bump into your pocket. So theoretically, if you wrote a 115 contract for April, you should be getting more money for it than what it costs you to buy this one back. If you can't gain by giving more time, then that's not worth the rollover. There's something wrong there. You need to shop perhaps for other contracts, other months to see where you can get a premium for your time. You've got to be paid for your time. That's the upside here. So I hope that answered your question, what you were asking me here. Let's see here. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Drops is saying, I remember when most places were closed except a few gas stations on Sunday. Yes, true. Let's see. What targets do you look at for next week on GameStop, Uncle Bruce, for covered calls? Well, stock's at 105.66. It's up 294. This is a dead cat bounce. We're not getting a $20 bump today. We barely had a bit of a bump on a gain here. I think we're going lower. But look, if you can do a rollover right now and write 106s, 108s, 110s, if you can do a rollover where you're writing a call for next Friday or the Friday after, and you can pull out a 110 call for a fat premium, this stock pops back to 90. You're laughing on your return. I mean, you're going to get a nice return on your contract, even with a rollover. So, Gowdy, that's something I would be looking for. I am not seeing evidence that this stock is about to take off. I'm just not seeing. I mean, the Dow right now is down 450 with 30 minutes to go. I mean, this market isn't going higher right now. We're down 82 on S&P and we're down 350 on the NASDAQ. I mean, NASDAQ's down 2.5 and the Dow's down 1.3. The Dow is only down half of what the NASDAQ is down. If the Dow were as bad off as the NASDAQ, the Dow would be down 900 points right now. So we're not going anywhere. This GameStop move is show and tell. It's just a little show off. But this isn't on fundamentals. This is emotion. And we're going to have some ugly emotion come Monday and Tuesday if we don't see a turnaround in these markets. And I don't right now. And the Russian thing isn't going away. The Russian thing isn't going to miraculously just, everything's fine now. The Russians went home and it's okay. Because there is no military power telling Russia either get out or we're going to get you out. No one has the balls to do that with these guys or the inclination to want to bother. And I guess that's really the point. No country is interested in bothering with this because, unfortunately, Ukraine isn't that important strategically to the rest of the planet. And that's sad for the Ukrainians because they're going, what about us? and there aren't enough of them to stop the Russians. So if the Russians want Ukraine back, they can get it. They're just not going to have a very happy population when they do that. And so, is it really worth your while, Russia, to spend a lot of money and blood to get this territory and then try to hang on to a population that's going to sabotage everything that you're doing? Not a good idea, but hey, what can I say? I'm off topic, little coyote. But on the contracts, I think the shares will go lower. This is a dead cat mouse. Okay. Let's go. Franz is saying Spire is heading to 175 to rid off a terrible shareholder. I have a limit a price order at 175. Okay. Fair enough. Spire right now is 220. It's got a ways to go to get to you, but hey, put in a stink bid. Wrote lots of GameStop 110s for 760 for next Friday. I'm already up 12%. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Let's go. What else? What else? Well, folks, welcome one, welcome all. Let's see how we do going through the last, 30 minutes, 27 minutes right now. 107.10 on GameStop. 902 on Rocket Lab, unbelievable, down 71 cents. SoFi 13.93, ridiculous is what this is. 13.93. This morning's low 13.64. We have not been back there. We were just close, around 13.80 something, but we're back to 13.93, not down to 13.64, which was this morning's low just after 10 o'clock. Volume 125 million shares. Buying keeps coming in, and anyone buying SoFi is doing the right thing. Pick this stuff up, grab this stuff, and sit back. SoFi will go higher. The shareholders who have to get out will get out. They're being replaced right now with long-term, solid-handed shareholders. We just have to get these guys out of here, and that's what's happening, I think. But how long it'll take, I can't answer that one. Let's go. I have 109 for next Friday now. Time coming up with bids. Okay, right on. And let's see. Canada wrote him a nasty letter. That'll get Putin out of there. Yeah. Let's see. The economic sanctions against the Russians will be painful for the Russians. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. The population of the Soviet Union, of Russia, not Soviet Union, the population of Russia, these poor people who are stuck there and have this moron as a leader, they are going to have a nightmare at the grocery store. They're going to have a nightmare at all their shops. They're going to have a nightmare for price increases for all kinds of stuff. They are going to go into a serious economic tailspin because the rest of the world is going to cut Russia off from a lot of business. Russia will depend on and will need to depend on oil sales and natural gas sales to keep it going. How that will be dealt with, I'm not sure. But boy, I know there are pipelines running through the Ukraine to Europe. And I can tell you that, I'll put it to you this way. I would be shocked if those pipelines are not messed with by all kinds of interested parties who do not wish to see the Soviets raking in the cash, selling oil and gas to the Western powers. And I just have a feeling there might be all kinds of mishaps along the hundreds and hundreds of miles of pipeline that cannot possibly be guarded by soldiers every 10 feet. I think there's going to be issues. Pressure valves go crazy, and a moose bumped into the pipeline and knocked it over. There's just going to be all kinds of problems. How did this pickup truck traveling at 100 miles an hour remotely end up landing under that thing? Where do these drones come from? All these hand grenades. I tell you this, the weirdest things are happening. The Russians are going to pay a dear price. They may have the goods to sell the West, but they're not going to get there. And the balance of payments will be ugly. And what can I say? Issues, just issues. It's just not going to be good times. I don't know. Just, we'll find out. Let's see what's going on. Thank you, everybody. Nice to see you here. Yeah. Okay. Goody says, well, guys, the good news is that now that I've rolled over to next week on my GameStop covered calls, the price is now on the run again. You can thank me later for from debtor's prison. 107.75. It's not going anywhere. And let's see here. I sold GameStop $90 calls for Feb 4 earlier. What would you suggest? Hang tight? Yeah, hang tight. Just yeah, hang tight. You're fine. Yeah, you're fine. They're what are they? 17 in the money? No, just, you're good. Yeah, I think you're going to do just fine. Not to worry. Yeah, this next week coming up. Yikes. And again, at the end of it all, your option is always to roll over. So yeah, no problem. Okay. Iran and China couldn't give two poops about the U.S. guys. They just want to do their own thing in their own region. Russia's pretty fed. Something? Oh, screwed up though. They need to be aggressive. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Coyote, you got all the time in the world here, says Coyote. Definitely wait for the nice dip on nose vapor rub. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. You can write, if you want, you can write 95s, 100s, 105s, 110s for next Friday, the Friday after. Go right ahead and look for pullbacks because that's what we're going to get here. That's my humble opinion. Yeah, we've had 4 million trade today. What is it now? 4.9 million. So it's a 5 million share day on GameStop. This is woefully inadequate regarding what happened to GameStop today. This is way too inadequate. And all week long, we have had very little volume to defend this stock. This isn't enough. We need 20 million shares of buying to reverse the trend, and I don't think it's coming. Unless an outside force, a development, can create buying, we'll see. Thanks, all says Vapor Up. Right on, buddy. And just fine with 9 is 2 weeks out. How bad do you see this thing going? See, Bobby, that's white collar crime prison, Coyote. You get fresh fruit for lunch. Oh, man. I pulled over to buy Microsoft calls, laugh out loud. Oh, man. Larry, ring the damn bell. This goose is cooked. Every day people want the market to stop early. We're down 412 on the Dow, 75 on S&P, and 317 on NASDAQ. We're down 253 on oil. We're all waiting for the bottom to be discovered. Where's the bottom of this market? Is there a correction bottom? Is there a serious sell-off bottom? What is it? Where is it? Let's get on with it. Let's move on, and let's press ahead. That's all. That's all I can tell you. All right. We're down 60 cents on Rocket Lab. We're popping up a little bit here at the end of the day. What do we got now? 20 minutes to go. We were as low as 8.95 early this morning. We were just around this 8.99 range a little while ago. We're now at 9.12 on Rocket Lab. SoFi back to 1402. It got down to about 1376 20 minutes ago. Now 1402, 1404. So it's down 96 cents. GameStop 107.66. Matterport 1056. A little recovery from about 1027. So almost a 30-cent bounce up in about 20 minutes on Matterport on 14 million now. So it's still off 67 cents, but nowhere near as bad as it was this morning. ME, it's down 8.5 cents. A little bump up here. It also was around the 448 level. It's now 457, a little 10-cent bump. So we're down 8 instead of 18. Spire, a tiny bit better. Got down to 217. It's now 220. Not much yet. And ATIP bottomed at 334. We're at 339. A little tick up there. Nothing too much. Smart Rent down 38 cents. It got as low as 709. It's now 720. So 11-cent recovery. Cyxtera is down 22 here. And it was at, what was it doing here? Was it like at 1082? It's now 1088. So nothing to get crazy about. AMC has managed to go green, up 14 cents, 22 now, 22-cent green move on AMC at 18.29. It hit a low today of 16.22, and so it's back to 18.29, a $2 recovery on AMC. On Robinhood, we're down 55 cents with a little uptick right now. Vanik is down 176 with a little bit of an uptick. Home Depot is only off 20 cents. It's recovered some of its losses. IBM is now down 124, near the low of the day. The Dow down 331, a little better. Microsoft down 241 with a slight tick up. Apple's got a slight tick up as well, still down 81. Goldman Sachs down 419. It had hit 340. It's now 343.90, just around 344. And Cisco down $1.17. Facebook a little better. It was down to 304. It's now 307, 308. So a little better. Still off 860 though on Facebook. So about a third of the recovery. Third of the losses has come back. Amazon down 151. It was as low as 28.41. It's 28.81. A $40 recovery in the last 20 minutes. $40. Instead of being down 190, it's down 150. Still down $150 a share. Tesla down $35. It got down to 940. It's now 961. And Google had a low of 26.22. It's 26.36, and it's at the moment down $33. So there's a bit of a recovery here showing, but this might be a little dead cat bounce before the final 10 minutes. We'll see. We have 17 minutes to go. The Dow's down 322, S&P down 61, and NASDAQ down 264. All right, so we got lots to follow here on what's going on here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there's been so much negative news about GameStop since Microsoft purchased Activision, but it went up anyway. There about that. So the other day, we have two analysts on TV call SoFi a screaming buy at these levels. Today, I see an article on Seeking Alpha saying SoFi is grossly overpriced and a fair price is 7. Why the face? I don't know how the fair price can be 7. I think the financials coming out for SoFi will surprise the street again, because I think they're performing better than what the street thinks they're performing or was expecting. But we'll see. Next Friday, on the anniversary GameStop rise of the players, a movie is playing on AMC. Don't think it's going down. If it does, it's a discount. Larry, I'm ready to start. I'm ready to stop the whole year already. 2022 is a dud. Let's skip to 2023 right now. OTM, Microsoft 310s for next Friday are almost $400. Ridiculous. Out of the money, Microsoft's. Wow. Let's see. Scully, Bama Babe. CNBC even showed a list of meme stocks talking about how they were struggling while GameStop was up 5%. Laughing out loud. I do not understand GameStop, says Goody. Mr. M. And the quarterly earnings are coming out and speculation of a Loopring partnership. Paper Hands, Ilian, thank you for this donation. Bruce, what put would you write on Royal Caribbean? No, I wouldn't write any put on Royal Caribbean. I'd buy a put. How's your cat doing, Goody? If it's Royal Caribbean, you don't buy a put because that you're thinking the stock's going to go up. I don't think the stock's going up on Royal Caribbean. I think it's going lower. So it's a buy. You would buy a put contract on Royal Caribbean, and I would definitely be buying one that is near the money here, not far out of the money, but near the money, and go out several months at least. Beach Boy Cheddar, could I interest you in a month at a local Israeli friendly jail? You get Bible lessons. Let's see. What is going on here? Oh man, I did pick up some Microsoft today when it was down to $297. Nicely done. And let's see. Let's go. I'm not trying to be negative, but I wouldn't suggest being on the side of a GameStop covered call. It's about to be in its upcycle. Well, we can hope for the best. Let's see. What else is going on? And I like how the SoFi pre-bank charter was getting 2025 price evaluations, but post-charter it's now 16 and 7. Go figure. Yeah, I don't believe those very much, James. I'm really puzzled by that. $13.96 now on SoFi, just hanging around 14 here, down $1.05. We've got 14 minutes to go. GameStop 107.32 now. Matterport at 1042, ME down 12.5 cents, Spire still down 22, ATIP down 26, Smart Rent down 39, Sextero down 25. The Dow down 367, falling again. It's doing another backing off now. Down 69 now, 70 points on S&P, and Nasdaq down 303. So we're definitely getting negative directions on the markets at the moment. Just seeing a headline here: how a Russian invasion of Ukraine could trigger market shockwaves. Yeah, no kidding. Oil could shoot up in price if they're messing with the Russian pipelines, and other commodities could go higher. It's a question of if the Russians believe other countries are interfering with them, that they might target them as well. Who knows in what ways, but a destabilization is not a good idea here. I can say that. All right. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Okay, I just bought some more SoFi shares. Microsoft calls are too rich, says Cheddar. And GameStop failure delivers are about to have to cover here. Let's see. I was able to get a decent premium writing a SoFi 16 for next week. Let's see. Okay, there you have it. Where are we at now? Here, let me get through here. There we go. 107.43 now on GameStop. $14 again on SoFi. Volume on SoFi for the day now, 129 million, almost 130 million. So it's 300, 500, yeah, over 600 million volume in the last 3+ days. Matterport 1043 down 79 cents, ME down 12.5 at the moment. The Dow down 326, and we've got S&P down 66, and we've got Nasdaq down 299. Okay. Thank you, Scott. Thank you so much for that message and PayPal donation. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. I think Spain now. I think way to go, man. Let's go. Okay, here we are. I'm too much of a believer in how easily the market can be manipulated. I bought one Royal Caribbean put, and I made a profit, but it's still standing strong. It's amazing how the stock does. I'm surprised. I bought stock in a company that can't even successfully find a CEO over a period of months. What's wrong with this? Let's see. Do you think this is a serious question, Bruce, from Michael? Do you think this is a correction or just related to tensions? It's a combination. It's a combination of two things. The interest rate talk is overblown. The inflation talk overblown. I don't believe the Fed needs to do much of anything. I think the Fed needs to keep a loose policy to keep economies rolling. It's what's happening in Europe, and that's not changing. It's happening in China. They lowered the rates this week. It's not changing. The U.S. is out of step with everyone else. Yeah, overseas tensions, absolutely. Yeah, there's a degree of that. I don't know. I think the Russians are. I think it's a one-man policy that is being initiated here, Putin. I don't think it has anything to do with the population of Russia. And this whole Ukraine thing, and the Kazakhstan thing, I mean, it's ugly. Kazakhstan is ugly right now, and Ukraine could get ugly. And that's what we have to ask ourselves. Are we prepared to allow that to happen as democracies? At this point, I have to say, yeah, I guess we are. Because I don't see governments, Western governments, warning Russia to stay the hell out of there in any serious way other than sanctions. It's kind of like a boycott of the China Olympics, where we're not going to send our diplomats to China. That'll show you Chinese people, you don't mess with us. But here's the athletes, and here's all the sponsors on CNBC advertising to us about how great these Olympians are. I mean, it's just ridiculous. We talk the talk, but we don't walk the walk. And there you have it. And it looks more like Russia is walking the walk, whereas we're not. That's what seems to be going on, and I'm finding that a bit disheartening in a way. Not that I want war, but yeah. Anyway, there you go. Silka says that Meet Kevin has announced that he has sold out of the market. Only thing has left is a put on QQQ. Gosh, I don't know Meet Kevin like on a personal level. I've never talked to the guy. We've never met. He has a really successful channel on YouTube. But he's young. He's a 30-something guy, and he's doing what he's doing. More power to him. He's successful financially, successful with the channel. Way to go, man! Congrats. But I don't know. To each his own. Whatever works for you, and whatever you're doing, you're doing. I have my channel, and I do what I do. He has his channel. He does what he does, and he's happy doing what he's doing. I'm happy doing what I'm doing, and you guys have to decide who you're happier with, and away you go. And it's all good. There's zillions of us, isn't there? Aren't there? There's a lot of us you can watch. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. All right, let's go. What else is going on here? Good night, girl. Bama Babe says, Auntie, let's see. The world needs to put on curb feelers. Now, Dr. G, you might have something going there. That might be a good idea. Kiwi, I had my booster shot yesterday, so I've had a big sleep here. Just got up here. It's 9:51 a.m. Called in to click and like and see all the red. Oh, man. I thought that corrections were only sudden drops and not slow bleeds like this. Guess I haven't had enough life experience. Oh, yeah. I was in a market for 2 years that went down, like just down and down and down. I had a few up months and then down again and down again. And we'd get a recovery and then we'd lose it all over weeks. And oh, yeah, I've done it. I've been through more than just a 1 week or a 2-day drop. But then again, most people in the world have an 8-second attention span mentality, so they don't know. Anyway, there you go. What else is going? For your interest, Bruce, Russia, Iran, and China are doing a joint Navy training. Right on. My son is in the military in Alaska. I'm a little worried they'll be monitoring the Russia situation. Meet Kevin Pumper. That is all he is. Doom and gloom and not worth watching unless you want flip houses. There you go. And Sven Carlin is getting out of Russian stocks. Okay. Let's see. Millions of us, Jerry. Millions. Oh gosh. Let's see. Yep. Let's see. Curb feelers. I miss my dad's old Plymouth. I remember as these cars got older, the cars with curb feelers, that as they would age out, the curb feelers would snap off over the years, or they would get brittle, and then they would break away. But you'd still see the attachment on the car with about an inch of a curb feeler sticking out. You're wondering, what's that for? What's left of an old curb feeler? Yeah. Let's see. What can I say? What can I say? Anyway, thank you all. Thank you, guys. I'm not going to read any of the comments about anybody else. I have no bad vibes towards really anybody out there. What they do, and more power to them. If Kevin ever contacted me and wanted to do something together, I'd be more than happy to do something with the guy. I would love to talk to him. I'd love to get to know him. I really am impressed with how well he has done. I really am. And I'd love to talk to him. If he'd love to have me as a guest on his show, that'd be great for my channel. The exposure would be pretty good. Would he want to be a guest on my channel? There's 400 people here watching me right now. I don't think it's going to do much difference for him. So I don't expect a call from Meet Kevin. Let's put it that way. Anyway. Oh man, what else going on here? Fair play, Brucey. Fair play. We are now 4 minutes from the close. 4 minutes, mercifully. We're down 422 on the Dow, falling at the end again. We're 84 lower on S&P. We're down 380 on Nasdaq. We are falling again, like we fell off yesterday. GameStop 106.26, up 359. Not much of a rebound today. This isn't giving me the happy vibe that, oh, GameStop is definitely on its way to 150. I don't see that. I'm waiting for a retest of the lows, and that's coming Monday, Tuesday. We're going to find out just what this is made of. Anyway, there you have it. 3 minutes, says Lair. 3 minutes. Thumbs number 204. I ain't going anywhere, Uncle Bruce. I'm not leaving you, buddy. Thank you all. 213 thumbs ups. If you can hit us with a thumbs up, please do. We could sure use the momentum. Thank you, all of you. I bought 100 more SoFi 1390, now holding up 1100. Either this pays off soon or I'll be moving under a bridge nearby. Uncle Bruce, Meet Kevin had a great video on SoFi yesterday. He went into full details. However, it did seem to me like you pretty much covered what he was saying about SoFi months ago in plain English. There you go. Dave, the Mac guy. The reason I watch Uncle Bruce is not the others, and not the others, is because he doesn't pretend to have all the answers. And oh gosh. All right. Let's see. What else is going? Okay, there we go. This is probably the best day GameStop has had in a while overall. Not much green in the past few weeks. 106.53 with 2 minutes to go. Let's see. 211 thumbs up, says Malo. Thank you. Bruce, all you got to do is dye your hair pink, hot pink. Give us a thumbnail of smoke coming out of your ears or the heading like crash, and you'll be one of the cool kids. I was trying not to read these comments. Oh gosh, but it was funny. That's funny. What can I say? We are into the last minute now? Yes, the last minute. We're down 362 on the Dow, 73 on S&P, 346 on Nasdaq. Okay. Oh my. Rhode Island University's trustees revoke honorary degrees awarded to Rudy Giuliani and Michael Flynn. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Anyway, what can I say? 106.44 on GameStop, 13.88 on SoFi. Last seconds. It's the final countdown, says Larry. It is the final countdown. Emily can edit your hair pink, Uncle Bruce. I can always get Emily to do that. Give me a full head of that pink stuff. Larry, thank you, my friend, for ringing the bells. Oh, my gosh. Let's stop the madness. What a week. What a crazy week. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that. Oh man. Shoot this week, says Larry. Just shoot it. Trading up, thank goodness. Oh man. We're at $9 on Rocket Lab at the end of the day. SoFi 13.89. It looks like 13.89. Oh, pardon me. From 15 to 13.89. Unbelievable. GameStop 106 even. Matterport 10.33. ME at 450, Spire 222, ATIP 338, Smart Rent 705, and Cyxtera 1086. There you go. AMC couldn't hold 18 at 1797. It would appear. Robinhood could not hold 13, 1298. Bannock down 460. Home Depot down 38. IBM down 144. The Dow did seem to have a last-minute sell-off wave again, dropping 449 points, so almost 450-point drop on the day, which might be the low of the day. S&P dropped 85 points and Nasdaq down 385. So there was a sell program coming in at the end that definitely affected the markets. Microsoft 557 on the down, and a serious down dip in the last 10 minutes. Apple down 210, big down dip. Goldman kind of unscathed there. It was down 433. It had been lower. Not a much of a down dip there. Cisco dipped a bit lower, 140. Facebook definitely got hit. 1339 is the loss on the day with a deep down dip at the end. Amazon 180 point drop, $180 drop with a dip at the end. Tesla down 52 bucks. It got hit. Google got hit too. $68 drop when it's all said and done here. It got hit at the end of the day. BlackBerry and Bed Bath Beyond backed off. Royal Caribbean down 210. Target down 461. Who else dropped off? Costco was green all day, lost 121. It went red too. Walmart went red, 111 on the day at the end of the day. Nvidia down 770. Disney could not recover from a $10 loss today. It dropped 10 bucks. Who else? Anyone else get whacked at the end here? Snowflake down 11. Let's see. Micron down 3 bucks. Yep, Boeing down 888. Anyway, there you go. We got some selling pressure coming in right at the bell on a lot of issues, especially the big capitalized issues. That is the deal right there. Thank you, Larry, says Joanne. Please don't add weird thumbnails to your uploads, Bruce. Please don't do that. Gosh. Carol says, Larry, my goodness. Larry says, Beach Boy says to Larry, just shoot the glass. Shoot the glass. I don't want to be a pessimist, says Credit Savage, but we're only halfway through January, man. Good luck to those on margin. And Mr. E is saying, I'm just too stubborn to sell my SoFi shares. So I just bought puts yesterday afternoon and made almost $700, which helped cover my losses. There you go. And Splair is saying, have a good rest of the weekend, y'all. I have the feeling we'll have crazy times ahead. If they're good or not, we will see. But SoFi has its earnings soon. Yeah. Larry is known as the Amazing Larry on Kevin's channel. Sean and Wendy, Carol, Ovi, make sure you get medical attention for your bandages. Oh my gosh, what a crazy week. The final counts now. Let me take a look here. Rocket Lab so far in 4 minutes of aftermarket is unchanged at $9. Traded 3,100,000 today to close at $9. The low of the day was $8.95. SoFi final volume was 134 million. 1389 was the last trade. 1391 up 2 pennies on the aftermarket right now. GameStop closed at 106. It's 106.65 on the aftermarket. It came in with 5,485,000 shares. The low was 92.73. The high 110.21. And it closed at 106. Aftermarket now a little better, 107.50. Matterport traded 15.6 million, 10.33 last trade, down 89 cents. Aftermarket up a nickel right now to 10.38. The low was $10 today for a brief while. 23andMe closed at 4.50 a share. It's 4.58 in the aftermarket. It's up 8 cents. During the day today, the low was 4.40. Closed at 450, and we had 2.85 million trade today on ME. Spire closed at 222, down 21 cents. The low was 217 and a half. Volume 1.12 million shares. ATIP closed at 338, down 29 cents. The low was 334, and it's now trading at 347 in the aftermarket, up 9 cents. 1.28 million. Go ATIP. Smart Rent 705 last trade. 7-Eleven in the aftermarket, up 6 cents. The low trade of the day, 705 at the very end of the day today. That's the low trade of the day. So this 7-Eleven price is probably where it was just before we shut down for the day, in that neighborhood anyway. But we were at 720 with about 10 minutes to go. We lost 15 cents in the last little bit there. Smart Rent. Sextera lost 24 cents today to close at 10.86. Hasn't changed in the aftermarket. It's trading, but it's at 10.86. Volume 318,900, low 1050, closed at 1086. So there you are for Sixtera. AMC 1797 down 10, Robinhood 1298 down 71, Vanik down 460, Home Depot down 38 cents, IBM down a buck 44, 129.38 on IBM. And the Dow is showing a final number of down 450 points at the 34,265. The low print was 34,229, so about 35 points from here, 36 points from here. It had been even a little lower than that. So it was actually as low as 485 points towards the end of the day today. All of this crapped out at the end. The high for the Dow was 34,896, 630 points from here. So we dropped 630 from the high of the day today. And last week at this time, last Friday, I guess last week, we were at 35,960. We're now 34,265. And by the way, the high all time 36,950. So we're down now 2,700 points from the high for the Dow. That's not 10% though. Keep that in mind. We're still not off 10% on the Dow. Nasdaq and S&P were up, but Nasdaq is worse, more than 10% off now. Nasdaq is getting closer to 12, 13, maybe 14% off now. So Nasdaq is still leading it lower. Microsoft closed at 296.03, down 550, and that's very close to the low of the day. It really gave up the action. The last, the last hour, the stock went from about $300 a share to $295. The most of the $5 came in the last hour alone on Microsoft. Apple dropped off and closed at 162, and it was a weird last hour because we started it around 163, and then for a moment we got to almost to 164, and then we backed off to 162.40 again on Apple. Goldman 343.77 down 433. Cisco down $1.40. Facebook down 13.39 with a major 10-minute sell-off at the end. We went from about 308 to 303 in 4 or 5 minutes. Amazon gave up some ground too. We were sitting at 28.81. And then we gave it up to 21.50. So we lost 30 bucks in the last 10, 12 minutes. On Amazon, total loss $180 today. Tesla down 52, Google down 68, and it all happened in the last hour. Most of it, we got up to 26.38, and then we dropped $38 to close it. It's 26. So we lost 30 of the $68 loss. 38 of it was the last 10 minutes. That's what happened at Google. So there was programmed computer organized trading that came in on these markets that just slammed the bids and took the Dow down 450 points on the day. It took the S&P down 85, and it took Nasdaq down 385. So we'll have to get through this over the weekend, chew through that, figure out what to make of it, see how the overnights do in Asia and Europe on Monday evening or Sunday evening until we come around Monday morning. That's the dealio right here, right now. That's all I can tell you. Thank you, everybody, for your kind words this week. Thank you for so many of you renewing your memberships on this channel. Thank you for those of you who have become gold members in the last 2 weeks. Thank you so much. We will keep doing these early alerts for you every day during market hours. We'll be on with a investment alert for Gold Bagel members, and then we go live at 8:30 on the channel. I thank all of you for the thumbs ups. Even today, 250 on this afternoon show. 250 thumbs ups on a red day here. I appreciate it. Thank you. Jennifer appreciates it. She doesn't understand it, but she appreciates it. We love you. And those of you who are making donations to Jennifer and I through these PayPal donations, you guys are absolutely unbelievable. We are just stunned and so grateful. Scott Coleman, again, thank you for that. He says, keep up the good work. Love to you and Auntie Jen from Leslie and myself. Thank you so much, guys. They're officially from Buckinghamshire in the UK, but I believe right now they're in Spain, if I'm not mistaken, at least at last report. So fantastic. Also, thanks to James Grealish from Belmont, North Carolina. Thank you, James, for your very generous donation today. Very much appreciated. Thank you to those of you who are making donations the last few days through PayPal as well. If I haven't mentioned, I'll try to mention every donation as best I can. Thank you, guys. If any one of you want to have a one-on-one session with me, I'm available Sunday. Just drop me a line. We'll set you up. But other than that, I'll catch up with you guys on Monday morning. See what's going on here. Man, oh man, never a dull moment in this market, is it? No, it isn't. It is never a dull moment. The worst week for NASDAQ since March 2020. That's how long it's been. And this is the worst start to a year for investing since 2008. Just to kind of put it in perspective. You remember what 2008 was? That was an ugly time. That's how bad the markets are starting the year off with here at this point in time. Maybe this coming week we'd start the turnaround. Perhaps the market stops the overselling and picks up some deals here. We'll see. We'll see how the market wants to react next week. We'll be here. Thank you guys so much again for being with me today and all this week. I'm going to pack this one in and hang out with Auntie Jen and see what she's plotting for me this afternoon, what to do. Thank you guys all for everything. I will see you early Monday morning. Have a pleasant weekend and enjoy. Noticing aftermarket trading 105.50 now on GameStop. We've backed off from that high that little spurt up. It's now negative at the moment. Alrighty, there it is. That's the story, kids. $13.96 on SoFi after hours, up 7 cents. Okay, guys. Thank you, everybody, and take care. We'll see you Monday morning. I need a hug with my dog, says DQ. Take care, all, says JW. Don't get ill on me. Don't you get sick on me, you guys. All right, I'll see you later. Bye for now.